How's it going, everybody? Just waiting for all of you to pull up. Come on in. We'll get started just in a second. All right. Don't mean to blow out your speaker so fast. How's everybody doing? Welcome to April 22nd. This is Earth Day, and glad you are here with us. Just take a moment and just settle in to wherever you are, wherever around the world you are. Put your arms by your side, your feet relaxed if you can. Just focus in on the breath. Just follow the rhythm of your breath. That's it. Just by tuning into your breath, usually it'll slow down. Try to make your exhalations nice and long. With every inhalation, just stretch the spinal column, feel spaces in between. Roll the shoulders back, feel them dripping off, down into the earth, lifting up the sternum a little bit. Your arms are just dripping off your neck. Move your shoulders a little bit with your hips. Just let your arms dangle and just your hips, a little shimmy, and let your shoulders relax. And feeling your head lifting up. At the same time, feeling the motion that naturally happens with these wave-like motions of this happening, and then into that, like that. Turning, 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 turning. That's it. Let your arms swing back and forth like two big pendulums. And then in opposite directions that way. That's it. And then just make them swing, swing, swing. And then put your hands on your laps this way and really feeling all your 6 sockets just loose. And now make all 6 of them move in their own unique way by letting them go. Don't hold anything in these spots. Cool. Feel all your knuckles. If you want to touch them first today, we can do it that way. And the 2 on each thumb, right? 14 on each hand, and just let them fall over. And let the knuckles kind of like feel like they're separated and they're held together, obviously, by muscles and cartilage and everything. But don't squeeze on them or don't let anything squeeze around them because you'll inhibit the flow of energy that wants to come through your back. And your core is where your energy is going to come from. So energy goes down to hold the pulses of different things, right? Or as we just roll up and feeling our hands, which are our paintbrushes, create tones, which are our colors on the canvas of our drums, right? All right. So with that being said, that weight that you feel in the hand now, let's see if we're in that relaxed position. Drop them down again Now feel all this loosen up because they might have tensed up when they were here. Feel them drop. Now when we go to pick up our drum, let's feel how we're lifting up our hand this way, right? And not up from here to do this or that way. This is super, super loose. So tell me if you're playing different drums out there. I'm assuming most of you are playing frame drum or doumbek. And we can put the drum on our lap this way. Put it in your non-dominant leg, just behind the knee, and tilting in facing your sternum. Okay. And that feeling that you felt here and the weight of your hands and feeling all the pads, right, on your skin. Push energy into the skin of your drum with your skin, but without tightening up in the wrist, and then pulling out, pulling back this way. Okay, just taking the heel of your hand off this way and throwing the hand into the drum, and then just pulling it out, creating a big long wave motion. So let's keep our tempo over here. I turned up the bass drum today, Joan, so hopefully you could hear it better. By the way, if you're not using headphones, you definitely probably want to use headphones because you'll get a lot more low end and you'll get the different timekeeping things that we have going on. Right? So we're going to this throwing the arm, the energy through the arm, through all three of those sockets, and then all those knuckles we talked about. And you're just catching the knuckles as you throw through the shoulder and the elbow. That's what pulls out first. The shoulder and elbow are pulling out before the wrist, but the wrist still comes in as you lift off that way in super slow motion. Let's try it that way. What is your hand going to do with all that space in between, right? There's a fine dance happening. Just let go. Throw the hand into the drum. Feel like you're just bouncing it off, right? Just keep throwing it. Twice as fast now. Doom, doom. This is our doom sound. Doom, doom. Twice as fast again. Doom, 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 doom. Really feeling all that you were feeling in this really slow motion version. And then twice as fast. Doom, 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 doom. As loose as you can be, letting go of your knuckles. Doom, 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 doom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, and stop. So now let's do the thumb at that tempo. I think you all know how to do the thumb. Use the whole flesh of the thumb in the bottom, between the edge and the center. Boom. And really bounce off. Really exaggerate the motions. That's it. Twice as fast. And doom, 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 doom. You're kind of turning the forearm. That's it. Doom, 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 doom. Good. Twice as fast. Doom, 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 doom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, and stop. Good. Keep the tempo going, right? This is our pulse. Pulse. Right? Feel your whole spinal column getting into that. And then you're going to add your tech hands. Add the middle 3 fingers for now. And throwing the hand into the drum, the arm into the drum, and just pulling out with the top pads of all 3 of the middle fingers. Now that's the end of the tail that way, of the wave motion you're making. Tech, tech, tech. Good. Pull it out, let your drum sing. And twice as fast, here we go. And tech, 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 tech. That's it. Should go twice as fast again. Tech, 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 tech. Super bouncy. The tops of your fingers should feel like they're bouncing. Right? Like a paddle ball with a little bungee string on it. 1, 2, ready, and stop. It's 4 times as slow, right? Now just take the ring finger and then just curve it at the very end and just the top of the ring finger right there. And just bouncing out. And I'm kind of going to use the turning of the forearm motion that way, like you're turning your doorknob or your bath faucet. Let's do the middle finger. Just throw it out at the last second. I just throw it out. It's as if I'm throwing all 3 fingers into there, and then the index finger. Index is going to come this way. It's not going to come up so much. It's Use the muscles or the energy in your thumb to help pull it out. Now let's do one on each, okay? We're gonna go ring, middle, index. Ring, middle, and pull out for each one. Go out as far as you can from your drum. Why? Because you're playing kind of a fretless instrument. It's not like a key, like on a piano or a saxophone out of midair. You just gotta come and find that spot. It gets you more in tune with your drum when you pull it out further. It's your friend, create a relationship with your drum. Ring, middle. Now let's play 2 on each finger like this. Ring, ring, middle, middle, index, index. Ring, ring, middle, middle. And slowly put the whole finger in the drum down. You're gonna get a darker sound. Ring, ring, middle, middle, index, index. Ring, ring, middle, middle. One more, and then just do 1 on each. Ring, middle, index, 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 ring. That's it. Now let's go into triplets with this pulse, like 1, 2, and 1 triplet, 1 triplet, 1 triplet. Ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index. Now that's fast, but just throw your fingers in there, then pull out and get a high sound. Don't worry about the tone so much, just let go of each finger. We're not digitizing like that. We're letting go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Ready and stop. So that hand should feel really good now. So how do we get that same sound in your non-dominant hand? Throw the hand on top here. Let the first knuckles come down this way. All right. And then at first you're just going to practice it being loose, taking care of your wrist over here. Don't forget to breathe as you so nicely did at the beginning of all this. Throwing it down. And then you're going to come this way, which requires you to lift and pull off this way. Try to feel your energy coming back into your back. That's it. Good. You can use your middle finger and just that top part, kind of right in the center of the top pad, right exactly where in this spot here, where the skin meets the wood, and then bounce off it. If you leave it in there, it's going to be dry. You want to bounce, bounce. Try the ring finger. Ring, ring, ring. Let's go twice as fast. Ka, 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 and that's ka. Ka, 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 ka. Let's do ring finger. Ring, 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 and then middle, 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 middle. Again. Ring, 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 middle, middle, middle. One more time. And then middle. Good. Let's do 2. Ring, 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 middle, middle, middle. Ring, 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 middle. I'm still in 3, but it's okay. Middle, middle, middle. Ring. And then 2 on each. Ring, ring, middle, middle. Ring, ring, middle, middle. Really like loosening up. Make sure your wrist does not get stiffened up. I know it's easier said than done. Ring, ring, middle, middle. Then 1 on each. Ring, middle, ring, middle, ring, middle, ring, middle. Woo! 1, 2, ready, and stop. Okay, relax that arm. Say, Papa, help me. And then we're going to do our pa sound, which is our dry sound. Grab a sip of water if you need to. And pa is just playing in the center of the drum, and it's a dry sound. I think most of you know it. 5 fingertips as a suction cups. And super loose in the wrist, right? Pa, pa, pa. It's kind of hard to do pas fast because if you pull out too fast, you get a low sound, right? You want it to be really nice and dry. It's kind of like you're grabbing some nice bread dough before it's been really fully cooked. You just want to come off it, but it just lingers there just a little bit. You try to get your hands off of that sticky thing. Pull, pull. Good. Now let's go doom to pa. Super relaxed, throwing it down, and then a stop sound, but without tension. Keep going. Doom. 2 dooms. By the way, keep telling us how the sound is. If something's glitchy or if something's way too loud than something else, or my playing sucks, just dial up 1-800 your playing sucks and we'll get it. Doom. Brandy's holding down the chat room, as you all know. If you have a question, I will not answer it, but Brandy will. And if there's anything that needs to get relayed to me or a question, I will be happy to answer it. Let's do our thumb with this one. Doom, doom, pa. Doom, doom, pa. That's it. Awesome. 2 pas. Is your shoulder super relaxed? Is your elbow really relaxed? Is your wrist really relaxed? Good. Let's do 3 on each, like a triplet. It's going to go doom, 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 pa, pa, pa. Doom, 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 pa, pa, pa. Doom, 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 pa. Awesome. One more time. And stop. Let's go through a bunch of these tones. Then I actually wrote out something specifically for you today as a warm-up, but something to be read, something we haven't done in a long time. And I pulled it out and I made my own concoction of it for you. But first, let's just do a few of these so it's more of a call response. You start to get the sound of the tones in your body, and it'll come out of your hands into your drum. Right? So we didn't talk about our rhythmic building blocks, but basically, if this is your pulse, right, going up and down, then you subdivide it to your feet. 1, and then the count, which is the third thing, is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right? So those are the 3 things. And internally, we could either feel quarter notes on that, right? What are our hands going to do? And they can just do this, or they can do 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3. Right? If you double that, you would get 16th notes and 1 E and a 2 E and a. But don't play it until you feel it first. Dun, 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 dun. And then what if you want to play triplets? 3 subdivisions for each pulse. It would go 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. You could play each one 3 times. Alternating is a little harder because you go right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Doesn't matter where you start, but it alternates on the pulses. Good. So for now, let's go tek and ka and tek and ka. Tek and ka and tek and ka and tek and ka. Good. Let's do 8th notes. Tek ka, tek ka, tek ka, tek ka, tek ka. Good. Let's do triplets. Tek ka, 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 tek ka. Awesome. Keep going. Let's stay on triplets for a minute or 2. Let's do 3 in each hand like this. Tek, 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 ka, 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 tek, tek, ka, 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 tek, 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 ka, 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 tek, 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 ka. Awesome. Now let's go tek ka ka, tek ka ka, tek ka ka, tek ka ka. The count is still 1, 2, 3, 4. Tek ka. Good. What would the opposite of that be? Ka tek tek, ka tek tek, ka tek tek, ka tek tek, ka tek tek. Let's try a variety of that. It would go ka ka tek 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 ka ka tek. The opposite of that, tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka. Right? And then let's try this one. Tek ka tek 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 tek. Good. The opposite of that would be ka tek ka 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 ka tek. And back to alternating tek ka tek. And play the accented notes nice and strong on the ones and everything else soft for a second. Tekka, 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 tekka. Good. And then now let's do tekka, ka, tekka, ka, tekka. Make that tekka, ka sing the tek, tekka, ka, tek. And make it a doom instead. Doom, ka, ka, doom, ka, ka, doom, ka, ka, doom, ka, ka. 1, 2, 3. Every other a tek. Doom, ka, ka, tekka, ka, doom, ka, ka, tekka, ka, doom, ka, ka, tek. Change change the tek to a pa. Doom ka ka pa ka ka, doom ka ka pa ka ka, doom ka ka. Good. Now one tek and one pa. Doom ka ka tek ka ka, doom ka ka pa ka ka, doom ka ka tek ka ka, doom ka ka. Two more times. Doom ka ka tek ka ka, doom ka ka pa ka ka. Great. And then back to this one, which was tek 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 ka 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 tek tek. Super quiet. Tek 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 ka 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 tek. One more. 1, 2, and then alternate. Here we go. Tek ka tek ka tek ka tek ka tek ka tek ka. Putting a little accent on the downbeats. One more bar. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Good. Relax the hands for a second. Put the drum down. Put out our sheet at 4:50 p.m. today. I updated the Dropbox folder with a special piece for you in there. I actually finished it earlier, but somehow I thought I updated the folder and dropped it in there, but I did not. So if you have not updated it since 4:50, please do so. We're not going to do that piece first. The piece we're going to do now is as part of this warm up that I was telling you about. It's called Cell Patterns number 1. Cell Patterns for level 1 class number 1. That's yeah, it might be called cell combinations. I thought it got changed. Maybe it didn't. Okay. Yeah, on the file name it's cell combinations for level 1. I think somebody messed that up. That's what I think. All right. So these are a progressive development going from 2-cell pattern, or 1-cell, a pattern of just a cell is just for this, on this purpose is a beat, a pulse. And here we're going to subdivide it into 16th notes, but this whole thing is going to be just 8th notes today, right? So we were playing 16th notes, we were playing triplets just then. But so on this, we're going to go 1, 2. So that's why you see dashes, right? You see the 8th notes written out in musical notation, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and if I'm still going from one side of the body to the other side, then I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3. There's many ways you could do that. We could play them as singles, right? Just do it in there with me. You could do it as doubles, going right, right, left, left, right, right, left, or wherever you want to put the 1. You could do then you could do combinations of those, right? Like right, left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right, right, right. That's a single, then a double. Single on the right. Or you could do the other one. You could go left, right, left, 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 right, left, left. Or you could do that same thing and then alternate like a mirror image, right? And then you would get right, left, right, right, then a left, right, left, left. Single, double, single, double. Single on the right, double on the right, single on the left, double on the left. Right, dun, 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 dun. Then we'll go through those. I only have those at the very end of that. So, and we could do this one on this one. This one might be a good one. If some of you have been playing, maybe we can do it handheld. Maybe I'll just play it on this drum since it's hooked up. As long as my drum doesn't eat this microphone stand, we'll be okay. All right. So right from the top, let's do each one 4 times, okay? So this is the cell combinations or the cell patterns for level 1 class number 1, line number 1, 4 times each time. Here we go, right? So don't forget our pulse first, and then the feats, and then we're gonna give the count, which is a 1, 2, 3. Our subdivisions are here we go, and doom ka tek ka, doom ka tek ka. Second time. By the third time, you could relax into it because you know what your hands are doing. And then now start looking ahead to the second line. Doom ka pa ka, 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 doom. One more time. 1, 2, number 3, and tekka, doom ka, tekka, doom ka, tekka, doom ka, tekka, doom ka, tekka, tekka, doom ka. Awesome. Number 4, and tekka pa ka, tekka pa ka, tekka pa ka, tekka pa top, number 1, and 1 on each one. 1, ka, taka, doom, and then 2, doom, ka, baka, doom, ka, then 3, taka, doom, ka, taka, then 4, taka, baka, taka, 5, baka, doom, ka, baka, doom, ka, now 6, baka. Good, do that one more time. 1, ka, taka, doom, ka, next line, doom, ka, baka, doom, ka, again. Deka, doomka, deka, 4th line, deka, baka, deka, 5th, baka, doomka, baka, then 6, baka, deka, baka. And stay on 6 for a second, because we don't always do that one. Baka, deka, baka, deka, baka, deka, baka, deka. 1, 2, ready, and stop. And you could just stay on one of these for a long time until you're really feeling it. Like number 3, if 3 is weird to play the dooms on 2 and 4, let's just stay on and just stay on that for a while. You know, then you might want to try it faster as you, once you pick a tempo and then just stay at it so you don't waffle too much with your time. So now those were 2-cell patterns, right? Because a 1-cell would just be doomka, and I left those out for this particular purpose. Because you could just go doomka, 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 doomka the whole time, or teka, 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 teka the whole time, or paka, 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 paka. There's a lot of other cells, right? Doom, doom is 1 cell. If this is the tempo, doom, doom, that's just 1 cell. Kaka is another one. Tek, tek, or ka, tek, or ka, doom, or ka, pa. It's not infinite, but there's a certain amount of possibilities just with those 3 tones. Let's do the 4-cell patterns, number 7 through 10. All right, we're going to do each one. We're going to do each one 8 times. 7, 8, 9, 10. Starting on 7. So get our pulse first, right? You don't even want to be thinking about your pulse and your feet and your count. They're just going to be in there and they're hardwired into the system. And the one is over here. 1, 2, ready. Number 7. Doom ka taka, doom ka baka, doom ka taka, doom ka baka, doom ka taka, doom. Focus on your timing and then focus on the tones, clarity of the tones. Relax the body. Think about all the breath. 1 more. Doom, 2, number 8. Doom ka taka baka taka, doom ka taka baka taka, doom ka taka baka taka. Feel your pulse in all the beats. And 5, go, taka, 6, ka taka. 2 more. Doom ka taka baka taka. Number 9. Here we go. Teka, doom ka taka baka, teka, doom ka taka baka, teka, doom ka taka baka. That's it. 4 more. Teka, doom ka taka baka, teka, doom ka taka baka, teka, doom ka taka baka, teka. That's it. Number 10. Baka, doom ka baka, teka, baka, doom ka baka, teka, baka, doom ka baka, teka, baka, doom ka baka. Good. 4 more. Teka, baka, teka. Then we're gonna go back to number 7. We're gonna do 2 times each line. So here we go. Number 7. Ka, teka, doom. Again. Doom ka, teka, doom. Number 8. Doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom ka, teka. Number 9. Teka, doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom ka. Number 10. Baka, doom ka, baka, teka, baka, doom. Let's do that same exact thing. Doom ka, teka, doom ka, baka. We're on 7. Now we're on 8. Doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom ka, teka. Number 9. Teka, doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom. And then 10 again. Baka, doom ka, baka, teka. We're gonna do that whole series one more time from number 7. Doom ka, teka, doom ka, baka, doom ka, teka. Number 8. Doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom ka, teka, baka. 9. Teka, doom ka, teka, baka, teka, doom ka. And then 10. Baka, doom ka, baka. Now we're gonna go back to 7, but 1 time each. Doom ka, teka, doom ka. 8. Doom ka, teka, baka. 9. Teka, doom ka, teka, baka. Then baka. Those 4 again. 7. Doomka teka doomka paka. Then doomka teka paka teka teka doomka teka paka paka doom. Again, 7 through 10. Doomka teka doomka paka doomka teka paka teka teka doomka teka paka paka doomka. One more time and doomka teka doomka paka doomka teka paka teka doomka doomka teka paka paka doomka paka and stop. All right. That's a lot of work, but that really starts to hardwire your brain into your mechanism so that when you're thinking something, you send the right information to your hands so they do the thing that you want them to do, and then it comes out a certain way. This is my new mic weight stand, because do you remember these from Kasiva, from Kenya? These are the world's heaviest shakers. They're like serious tin can with steel and ball bearings inside, but it makes it great. It's indestructible. It will survive anything. Have a sip of water, then it will do the second page. So those were all singles, right? Now we'll go into the doubles. So there's less patterns of them. But there's more you can do. But right now, then when you get into the singles and doubles and so on. But right then, you're always going in one direction, right? There's a whole series of them when you can start with the ka. So you could just flip them around. Instead of going doom ka teka, you go ka doom ka tek, ka doom ka tek, ka doom. Maybe next week we'll get into that one. So here's the top of page second do. It's the doubles, 2-cell patterns. We'll do those 3 a few times. You play it this way for a second. All right. Our pulse, then our feet going 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, ready, 1. Doom, doom, ka, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka. 4 times each. 2 more. Doom, doom, nice and loose. Good. Number 2. Tek, tek, ka, ka, 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 tek. 1, 2, number 3. Pa, pa, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka, pa. Of course, you can do these as fast as you want later on. Ka, ka, pa, pa, ka. Back to number 1. And then we're just do 1 time each. Number 2. Tek, tek, ka, ka. And then number 3. Let's do that series a few times. 1, 2, 3. Doom, doom, ka, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka. Let's repeat all that. Doom, doom, ka, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka. 1 more time. Doom, doom, ka, ka, doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, 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 pa. Good. Number 4. Here we go. Tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa. For each. Tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka, tek, tek. Good. Let's do the next one. Doom, ka, ka, doom. Hold on. Somebody put the wrong one there. That was a bad copy and paste job. All right. So you know what I really want to do there? Let's go. So that first one we did was tek, tek, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka, right? Now let's go like this. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa, pa. Awesome. Then doom, doom, and then tek, tek. Doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka. Good. Now let's make it 8 beats. And follow me. We're going to go doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa, pa, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, tek, tek, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka, pa. 1 more. Tek, tek, ka, ka. Doom, doom, ka, ka. Ready and stop. So, we can do let's do the combinations of singles and doubles. So in number 6, right, you have a doom tech. So if you're a right-handed person, that'll be a right, right. And then you have a left, right. So it'll be doom tech, ka tech. Right, right, left, right, 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 left, right, right, right. Once you start getting into world rhythms, you start to mess around with things like that a lot. If you're a left-handed person, it's going to go left, left, right, left. Doom tech, ka tech. Doom tech, ka tech. Doom tech, ka tech. Doom tech, or doom pa ka pa. Doom pa ka pa. Doom pa ka pa. All right. Let's do each one slower 4 times. And you'll notice the difference between 7 and 6 is just the tone. I mean, like everything else. And then we have a different thing on the 8 and 9, right? It's if you're a righty, it's right, left, right, right. Instead of the first ones, which were right, right, left, right, right? So 4 times each one. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll do 2 times each. Or just 4 times each for 2 rounds. So we're going to take it slower now because you got to think a little bit more on this one. So 1, 2, ready, number 6. And doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom. 2 more. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech. Good. Number 7 and doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa, ka. This is one of the harder ones. Doom, pa, ka, pa, doom. This is the beginning of a maksum. Good. Number 8 and doom, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka, doom, tech, doom. It's almost like an ayu, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka, doom, doom. Good. And then number 9, change the tech to a pa. Doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, pa, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, pa. Great. Let's go back to number 6. 2 times each. And doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech. Number 7 and doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa, ka, pa. Number 8 and doom, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka, doom. Go to number 9, doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom. Yes, I'll do it. 1 on each one. Number 6, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech. Number 7, doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa. Number 8, doom, ka, doom, tech, doom. Number 9, doom, ka, doom, pa. Let's do that again. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa, ka, pa, doom, pa. Number 8, doom, ka, doom, tech, doom, ka. And then 9, doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, and stop. That's very good. Now we'll do 10 and 11, 4 times each. Okay. Now these are 4-cell combinations, so each one's going to be, each one's going to be different necessarily, but the combinations of how they're put together are. All right. Doom. So it's doom, tech, ka, tech, and then a doom, pa, ka, pa. Right. So it's basically the same rhythm in each 2-cell pattern, but you just change the tones around. And the bottom one is doom, ka, doom, pa, and then doom, ka, doom, tech. Okay? So let's give a count. Don't forget our pulse, our feet. Get those tracks rolled out first, and then the count. 2, 3, 4. One more. 1. Let's sing it once first, and then play. 10. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa. Let's play. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa, ka, pa. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa, ka. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa, ka, pa. Doom, tech. Great. Number 11. Doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, tech. Doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, tech. Doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, tech. Doom, ka. Awesome. Number 10 again. 2 times. Doom, tech, ka, tech, doom, pa, ka. One more. Doom, tech, ka, tech. Number 11 and doom, ka, doom, pa, doom, ka, doom, Good. Number 10 again. Doom tech ka tech doom pa ka pa. Doom tech ka tech doom pa. Number 11. Doom ka doom pa doom ka doom tech. Good. Now let's do each one time. 10 tech ka tech doom pa. 11. Doom ka doom ka. Let's loop that for a second. So doom tech ka tech doom pa ka pa. Doom ka doom pa doom ka. Here comes 10. Doom tech ka tech doom pa ka. 11. Doom ka doom pa. One more times. Doom tech ka tech doom pa ka pa. Doom ka doom ka doom ka doom tech. All right. I know that's a lot, especially at the end. It gets tricky when it's not, when it's just like right, left all there, left, right. It's okay. We're just double. It's the combinations that make it interesting and funky. And I wrote a piece like that today. I will honor that. Let's do paradiddles, the last one. So it's that unique set of singles and doubles. And I just wrote them down in a simple way here. They're always a 4-beat. Right, left, right, left, left. So if you do it as quarter notes on each one, let's just do it techs and kas at this tempo, okay? Like 1, 2, ready, super slow. It's tech, ka, tech, tech opposite, ka, tech, ka, ka. Again, tech, ka, tech, tech, ka, tech, ka. One more time, tech, ka, tech, tech. Now change the tech to a doom. Number 1 is doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, ka, ka. Again, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Now we're gonna double it in the way it's written. It's gonna go doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, ka, ka, doom, ka, doom, doom. Say it out loud so you tell your hands what to do. It's doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka. Good. Number 2. Tech ka tech tech ka tech ka ka tech ka tech tech ka tech ka ka tech ka tech tech ka tech ka ka tech ka tech. Number 3. Doom ka doom doom ka tech ka ka doom ka doom doom ka tech ka ka doom ka doom doom ka tech ka ka doom ka doom doom ka ka doom ka doom doom ka tech ka ka doom. Right? All paradiddle. Let's do number 1 one more time. Doom ka doom doom ka doom. Right? If you want to take it twice as fast as doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka doom ka doom doom ka doom ka ka doom. Or teka 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 teka. Or doom ka doom ka teka ka doom ka doom ka teka ka doom ka doom ka teka ka. 1, 2, ready, and stop. So if you're feeling frisky, fun, and it's the morning, you've had a couple cups of coffee. All right, so you can let that one go. But that's a good way to warm up if you want something specific to work on, because then you start, practicing the different ways. You're forcing your hands to do things that you might not always be thinking about, and you're creating all those different patterns so that when somebody throws a rhythm at you, or if you're just closing your eyes and just, around a fire and just channeling whatever rhythms you're hearing in your head, or being synchronized, or responding and reflecting with the people you're jamming with around you, um, then you have the tools are there, and the colors are pre-mixed. It's just about how are you going to put them on the canvas. So you could close that one up, but this one's yours to keep. You could have it, but I'll probably change it. I have to make a note. Let me just take a note. We'll probably take 2 minutes now as we shift to the next piece. And the next piece will be, I'll make a note to change that, and I'll upload it probably by tomorrow at some point, maybe tonight if I remember. I'll make a note here to do that. I'll just call it edit. And it'll be called what it should be called, this cell patterns number 1. It won't be called cell combinations anymore. They're not really they're not really that. I'm changing languaging a little bit. Okay. I have to change it because when the double section, I didn't do it all in there. So you'll get something fresh. All right. And then we're going to pull out. We're going to pull out. Today's not the 23rd. Today's the 22nd. Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. I wrote a piece for today. It's called Carrot Head. But first, we're going to do the Latin round version 4. Latin round version 4. But just take a minute to stretch out and get some water. Brandy, is everything cool over there in Mission Control? And if any of you play drum set, paradiddles are fun too, right? So, or whatever drum you have, if you think about like, if I start my paradiddles with the right, it could be the sides of the body, right? Left, right, left, left. Or you can make the hand with the right foot and the left. This could keep time. You can go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. In a traditional drum set, you might go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then if you keep the hi-hat steady like that, then you could go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And it's a big rudiment or partial parts of that with funk music, because if you do like thing in halftime or twice as fast, then you can go, if I do it like, so think of them as 16th notes. 1, 2, ready, and right, left, right, left, right. And then you still have the backbeat on 2 and 4. So it's gonna go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and you would accent the 2 and 4 and goes the other note. Right, left, right, left, right. Different things with their right. Right. So, doing past 2. Latin round 4, as opposed to last week. This week, our ostinato pattern is just a. Week we went doom, 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 rest, doom, 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 rest, or 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now we're going to add one on the end of 4. Dun, da, dum. So, which is a basic samba pattern, whether you're playing surdo or there's so many varieties of it. There's no one pattern that's everywhere, right? So let's just play it on this for now. So let's just play through it. It'll just take care of itself. No need to explain it so much. But in the ostinato pattern, just really feeling, I'll keep 4s on this for now, right? We're thinking doom, 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 and feeling the big round like dun, 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 as opposed to so much like this. That just helped to keep time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and sometimes accent the 1. Hold on, I'm not playing the whole thing. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Accent the ends for a second because it helps keep the placements of the downbeats. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Does that make sense? I go back to accenting the 1s more. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't swing as much all the way. It's too much on the downbeat, right? Accent the upbeats again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's easier to land on the downbeat. You have to be softer on the downbeat, but it gives it a certain swing. So find that happy medium for you wherever it feels good. Let's do number 2. 1, 2, number 2. Doom, ka, doom, doom. If you play snaps, it's good on the 2. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Number 3. Doom, 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 ka. We'll do each one 4 times. Doom, 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 ka. Number 4. Here we go. Doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. That's combination of 2 and 3. Ka doom doom ka. Number 5, here we go. Doom ka doom doom ka. Doom doom ka doom doom ka. Feel the spaces. Stay on that one. One more, and then back to the top. 4 on each. Doom. Use this time to reset into your breath, into your core. And here comes number 2, and doom, ka doom, 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 doom. Feel the dance inside of your body. Number 3, doom, 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 ka doom, 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 ka doom, 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 ka doom, doom. Good. Number 4, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom. Number 5, and doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom. Let's go back to the top 2 times each. Doom, 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 doom. Number 2, doom, ka doom, 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 ka doom. Number 3, doom, 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 ka doom, 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 doom. 4, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom. 5, doom, ka doom, doom, ka. Let's do each one 2 times again from the top. Doom, 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 doom. 2, doom, ka doom, 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 ka doom, doom. 3, doom, 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 ka doom, 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 doom. 4, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom. 5, doom, ka doom, doom, ka. Do all that one more time. 1, reset, breathe, find the groove. 2, ka doom, 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 ka. 3, doom, 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 ka, doom, 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 ka, and doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom. Number 5, doom, ka doom, doom, ka. Now 1 time each. Number 1, doom, 1 line each, and then 2, doom, ka doom, doom, then 3, doom, 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 4, doom, ka doom, doom, 5. Let's do all that again. Doom, 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 ka doom, doom, 3, doom, 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 ka, then doom, ka doom, doom, 5, doom, ka doom, doom. Back to the top. Doom, doom, 2, doom, doom, 3, doom, doom, 4, 5, ka doom, doom, ka again. Top. Doom, 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 ka doom, doom, 3, doom, 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 ka doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, and stop. Okay? How's that feel? Right? And you could do those as fast as slow as you want. Right? And then you can make combinations of each one of those cells and put them together and make your own improvisations, right? But while we're feeling that, a lot of times this music, you're not dancing. Where are you going to dance to this, right? So if you have a shaker, right? If you think of pandero, doom, doom, a little bit slower, doom, 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 doom. You can put the accent on the up, or you could have 2 shakers, right? So if that's the feeling, 1, 2, just like the first one, feel that. Doom, doom, doom. Really relax into the double doom. Let's do the second one. Doom, ka doom, 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 ka doom, 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 ka doom. I know it's fast. Number 3. Doom, 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 ka doom, 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 ka doom, 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 ka doom, doom. Then number 4. Doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom, doom, ka doom. Number 5. Doom, ka doom, 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 doom. Stay on that. Good. And just keep feeling that little heartbeat. It's a fast heartbeat. So then if we go to number 6, I'm just taking that 5th one, right? And then I'm doing a kind of like inversion of that for the last half of that bar, right? If you're thinking of it in 16th notes. If not, it's 2 bars of 4 when we're playing it slow. So let's take it at this one, at this tempo for a second. I was playing it, right? I was playing the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. But if I let go of the downbeats and just play with the upbeats, then it would sound like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then you could feel the strut more when you're playing, right? Let's sing it. 6. Doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. That's the right way. Doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Tiny bit slower. Okay. 1 and 2, and here we go. And doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka, doom, doom. Ka, doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka. Doom, doom, ka. Doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. 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 You just gotta feel where those upbeats are. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Does that make sense? Let's slowly move the train forward. Da, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. Just right there is good. Doom, doom, and you can feel ka, doom, doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. You can also feel the quarter there. Ka, doom, 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 ka, doom, doom, ka. Right with my hat. 2, 3, 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a doom, ka, doom, doom, ka. One more time. Good. Now let's just play a second. I just always inspired, invited to improvise and embellish and do your own thing with things, right? So let's find a nice groovy tempo, like just a medium, like a stroll. It's not a fast dance groove right now, right? And play any combinations you want on this. Let's all keep the 4 together though, okay? And any of the combinations you see in 1 through 4, right? Or 1 through 5, because 5 has the on the upbeat, right? After the doom. The other ones are before the doom, or it just depends where it is, but we're just not playing them at the same time on this particular variation. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1. That's it. So wherever you want to put it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But no matter what you do, keep your dooms constant. If you want to play both at the same time, you can. Sometimes you could keep on. Boom, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And you could take that one to town, whatever tempo you want to do that, whatever drum you want to do also, right? And if you just want to ghost the notes, you might want to go. So if you're playing this way, you go doom ka tek ka doom ka tek doom ka tek doom. then you could have the luxury of playing a doom with your non-lead hand. So if I'm a righty, right, left, 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 right, right. Boom. Then if you improvise on that, at least your feet keep the basic dooms going on. Doom, 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 doom. It's the upbeats that give it the swing. All right. Put that one away. Maybe do a different version of that next week. I don't know. I don't always know. Kind of depends what's happening with the planets and the stars and all the moons and all the black holes and supernovas. Let's pull out Carrot Head. Pretty please. This one was made for you. We'll spend the most time on this one today. Seems like we spent a lot of time on one thing, but we haven't. We've actually done quite a few things. Carrot Head. It's in honor of Earth Day. I want to do something earthy, and there's some plants that look like carrot. There's some what people call weeds, but they're just plants out here, and they look like carrot tops. When I wrote the piece, though, if you look at it, all the T's in those first couple of lines look like a bunch of like carrot tops growing out of the earth. At least that's what I saw. And it's almost like everything has this first pattern in it, right? So it's kind of like a malfouf, right? If you look at the first two beats of it, the two underlined cells, it's doom, tech, 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 tech. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And I'm making the second one a little bit louder, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, this one actually would also be a good one to do. On a tambourine, you could go doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 tech. A malfouf might be ka tech, doom, ka tech, doom, ka tech. But for this one, we're gonna do it this way, okay? So let's play it. Let's play it all, and then so you do that 3 times. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Right? 1, 2, and then you do again. Doom, tech, 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 tech. You go to the next line of number 1. You go doom, tech, 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 and then you kind of create like a teeny tiny T high within that thing. But we're not ending it mathematically that way because we're adding an extra tech at the end, right? But the last 2 beats goes tech, 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 tech. Again, tech, 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 tech. Just repeat that. Tech, 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 tech. Let's put that whole second line together. Not number 2, the second line of number 1. Okay? Let's sing it first. So 1, 2, ready, and doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 tech. Does that make sense? That's the four beats of the second part of line number 1. 1, 2, one more time. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Let's play. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Doom, tech, tech. It might look more confusing than it actually is, but if you sing it, it's there and inside of you like a carrot. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Doom, tech, 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 tech. Ready and stop. All right. So let's do all of number 1, which is the 2 lines of number 1. All right. We'll sing it once and then we play it. Get your feet on the ground. 1, 2, ready, and doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 tech. Nice, right? You just play it and sing along. Doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 tech. Do it one more time. Doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom. All right. Now you could obviously just fill in that space with a ka, right? Which will go doom ka tek tek ka tek tek ka doom ka tek tek ka tek tek ka doom ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek ka doom. Except their inspiration for the song really was number 2, which instead of ka, I played 30-second notes, right? Because these are 16th notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So instead of going doom ka tek tek ka tek tek ka, that is for part of it, but the first one is a tekka. Doom tek a tek tek ka tek tek ka doom tek a tek tek ka tek tek ka doom tek a tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek ka doom. So just do that slow. Every time there's a doom, there's a tekka afterwards, right? Let's just loop the first 2 beats of number 2. So let's sing it. Doom teka tek teka tek teka doom teka tek teka tek teka doom teka tek teka tek teka doom teka tek teka tek tek doom teka tek teka tek teka doom teka tek teka tek teka doom teka tek teka. That's it. Watch the dynamics of all those things. Good. Let's just put the whole thing together. Basically about just a tiny bit faster, which is slower than when we're still doing number 1. So 1, 2, line number 2, and doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka tek tekka tek tekka, and stop. I didn't tell the whole truth. That was a bit faster than the other one. So dun da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun 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 dun. Here we go. Line number 2. Doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka tek tekka tek 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 doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka doom ticka tek tekka tek tekka tek tekka tek tek, and stop. So one element of here that might be hard for you, because if you could, it's easier to sing it. When you think about all the syncopations, it could trip you up. Let's do the tek tek kas, which are groups of 3, right? And we have 3 of those. Tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka. At the end we actually have 4. Let's just do that, but over this, right? So it's going to go tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka, and the back on the 1. Tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka tek tek ka. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and tek tek. And actually in the second tek of each one. Tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka. That's it. Let's do the second line of number 2. Doom tekka tek tek. Let's take it even slower. Doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tekka. Doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tekka. Doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka. That's it. Doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka. Those come on the beat at the end. Tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka. Right here, and doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka, tek. One more time. Doom tekka tek tekka, tek tekka, tek tekka. Good. Is that okay? Let's do all of section 2 now at that tempo. It's coming. So everything after that, by the way, it's always going to be 3 is always going to be the same hands. 4 is going to be the same hands. 5 is going to be the same hands. 6 is going to be the same hands. Just the tones start to change, right? Right? And even number 1, your lead hand is still always playing the same thing, except, sorry, when you play the tekka. But all the spaces are filled in with a ka between that. Okay? Number 2. 1, 2, here we go. Doom ticka tech teka tech tech again. Doom ticka tech teka. Then again. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka tech teka tech tech. Again, the whole thing. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka tech teka tech tech. And doom ticka tech teka tech teka. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka tech teka tech tech. One more. Doom ticka tech teka tech teka. Doom ticka tech teka tech tech. Doom ticka tech teka. And let's jump to 3. Here we go. 3. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom teka. Doom teka teka. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom ticka tech teka. Doom teka. Doom teka. Doom tech tech. And stop. So instead of a double text there, you have a doom tech before that. So let's practice just the doom tech guys, groups of 3, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and doom tech god, doom tech god, doom tech god, doom. And make that the doom not loud because it's leading to the tech, which is the main note. Doom tech god, doom tech god, doom tech god, doom tech god. You could even use the thumb if you want. The doom at the beginning of the bar is more important. Good. Let's loop the first 2 beats of number 3. First 2 beats of number 3. Doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech tech, over and over and doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom tech, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom ticka tech. Good. Right? Let's do all of number 3. A tiny bit slower. The 8 beats of number 3. 1, 2, ready, and doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka, doom tech tech, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka, doom tech, and doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka, doom. One more time. Doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka. A little bit faster. Doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka. Do one more time. Doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom ticka tech teka, doom teka, ticka tech teka, doom teka, doom teka, doom. Ready and stop. And if you want to get your tambourine chops on, this is the perfect tambourine one, especially with the teka. I originally wrote this on a handheld one. So if you go. Or especially because you have the doom with your index finger. Originally, that was the first rhythm, right? Number 3 came before number 2. Sometimes you come up with a rhythm and then you break it down in order to layer it, to build it up. But right, doom tech. If you just practice that, and I'm using my middle finger for the tech. A lot of people use the ring finger, but then you keep your ring finger for over here. Right? Doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom. Just practice that one, right? Let's try the whole thing on tambourine one more time, or you could, on any drum, sorry, but I'll show you how it goes on the, so the tekas are here and the kas are here. All the tall T's are here and the small T's are here too. So doom ticka tick teka, doom teka. Again, 3. Doom ticka tick teka, doom teka, doom ticka tick teka, doom teka, doom ticka tick teka, doom teka, doom teka, doom teka, tek, doom ticka tick teka, doom teka, doom ticka tick teka, doom tek, doom ticka tick teka, doom teka, the sound on here. I got rid of that big monster mixer over here and all this other stuff that was here. I don't know if you noticed that in TV land, but I was working all weekend on modifying this new system because we realized it might not be kids coming back in here for a while. At least it might not be till like August 28th. So I got set this up for Daddy in the right way. Right? So what would number 4 sound like? Okay, so you know what? Let me just, while I'm on here, I'm going to do the power. Is going to be over here, right? So in really slow motion, number 4, just sing the whole thing, same exact rhythms, okay? Just different tones, changing the second text to that was a number 2 to a pause now, okay? Or the doom text in number 3. But think of it more like number 2 with text instead of pause for those doubles. So sing it once. 1 and 2 and here we go. And doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka pa pa ka pa pa ka pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka pa pa ka pa. You see the pattern. Doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka pa pa. Of course, at that tempo, doom pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka. Keep going. Ready for doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka pa pa ka pa pa ka again. Doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka. One more time and doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka doom ticka tek tekka pa pa ka pa pa ka pa. Ready and stop. All right, let's move on. We're just going to keep going on because you're so good. I can feel it. Just got to hear something in here. Thank you. Sometimes there's some little sonic gremlins creeping in. Okay, so what's going to happen at number 5? 5 is like a combination of 3 and 4. That's all it is, right? Instead of going doom tech on the second and the fourth beats and the sixth beats of number 3, you go doom pa. All right? It's still the same hands. It's always still the same hand patterns since number 2 on here, right? Hand patterns. Dun, da, da, dun, dun. So if you just want to do that over and over, dun, da, da, dun, dun, dun. If you're righty, right, right, left, 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 right. Just that by itself is almost like a bolero, right? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So dun, da, da, dun, dun. Let's do it about this tempo on 5. Dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, number 5. Doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka doom tekka pa paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom pa and stop. The third beat, that should be a tech. Doom ticka tek tek. So somebody has to fix that and I'll fix it. So just make a note of that. Just take a pencil and just write it down on your paper. Number 5. And what note that on 5? It would be on the third 16th notes or the end of 3. It should be a tech tech. So hopefully you all got that, and I'll put that in the thingy again. Maybe I'll do that again tonight. Try to check. I got to put this note now, folks. This is all happening in real time. That's why you signed up for the live stream. Okay, we could do that. Just change that. It should just be like the first beat, the third beat. 5, 1, 2, ready, and doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tekka pa paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom pa pa. Let's do that slower. Let's do that second line of number 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka doom pa pa. Okay, we do that again. Ready and doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom pa pa. One more time. Doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka. Let's loop that. Doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka doom paka. One more. Doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka. Ready and stop. Okay, let's do all of number 5 again. Make sure the third beat is like the first beat. 1, 2, ready. And doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka doom paka pak doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom paka again. Doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka paka doom. One more time and doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom ticka tek tekka doom paka doom to 6. Here we go. Doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka. It's easier than number 5. 6. Doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom. Make sure you put some shading in there. Doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ka doom doom ka doom doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ka tek tekka doom doom ka doom ticka tek tekka doom doom ka doom doom. Ready and stop. Okay, let's do the whole piece all together. So it's all, once you hit the second one, it's always the same patterns, right? Just changing the tones. So maybe originally I said you could do it, 4 times each. I left it open. You could do this 1 time each and blow through this. I think ultimately maybe you'd want to play it 2 times each, but I think for this sake, let's do 4 times each section. So there's 6 sections, right? So there's, right? And each section is 8 beats long or 2 bars, depending how you want to look at it. You could even think of it in 2/4, but I prefer to think of it in 4/4 or even 8/4. Excuse me. And you can play it on tambourine, right? And you could also play it handheld. So originally just that first part. That's really the ultimate. No, I mean, you should play it slow, but for it to have all the variations in the tones, that tempo feels good. All right, here we go. Let's do the whole, every line, every section 4 times at this tempo. Right? Carrot head. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, 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 tech. 2 more. Take your time. Start to feel the pulse. Feel the spaces. One more. Tick, tick, tick. Start to hear it in between. Dun, 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 dun. Number 2. Doom, tick, 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 doom, tick, 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 doom, tick, 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 doom, tick, 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 doom, tick, 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 doom, tick, 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 tick. 2 more times. 2 tick, 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 One more time. Doom ticka tick decka tick decka. Doom ticka tick decka tick tick. Doom ticka tick decka tick decka tick decka. Number 3. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom tekka. Doom tek. And doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tek. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom tekka. Doom. 2 more times. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tek. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom tekka. Doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tekka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom tek. Doom ticka tick decka. Moving on. Number 4. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Pa paka. Pa paka. Paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Pa paka. Pa paka. 2 more. Doom ticka tick decka. Paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Pa paka. 1 more time. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Ticka tick decka. Pa paka. Pa paka. Pa. Number 5. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom paka. Doom paka. And doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom paka. 2 more times. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom paka. Doom 1 more. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Do 1 more. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom paka. Doom. Doom paka. Doom paka. Doom number 6. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom ka. Yeah. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom ka. Doom. 2 more. Doom ticka decka. Doom doom ka. Doom ticka decka. Doom doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom. 1 more. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom ka tick decka. Doom doom. Doom ticka tick decka. Doom doom ka. Doom doom ka. Doom. Ready and stop. Woo! Give yourselves a round of applause and a drum roll. Right? Let's just ride it out. It's 6:30. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be with you all tonight. That one was dedicated to our April 22nd. I think it's the 50th anniversary. Or was it last year, the 50th anniversary of Earth Day? It is this year. So, and I was made for you. I want to write a new piece for the level 1 class that was different and not based on necessarily all Middle Eastern stuff. So it's good to keep things different and add some different spices and variety from around the world and even our own backyard, because I know a ton of you are working on your yards and your gardens. So all of our town is looking beautiful these days because people ain't working on the weekends. So it looks and feels really good. So maybe what I'll do is write out on this and just jam out on this bit. I'll do each one 2 times. All right, just for fun and just to say sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, shalom aleikum. All right. So we'll do it all. We'll do it just so you want to feel it like there's a little bit of a little to it that way. All right. And we'll play it out. And then we'll come back in a few minutes at 6:45 for the second class. Going to the other link. 2 times on each one for now, but then I'm just going to jam it. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Then you can just jam out whatever you want. Happy Earth Day, everyone. Don't forget to give back to the earth. Love the earth. Hug it, kiss it, lay on it, do whatever you want to it. It'll always give back. Bye-bye.